stop moving on the map.
Yes.
I think we're starting. We're starting. All right. Let's see if I can get this working or if I can break everything. All right. Hang on here. There we go. And here comes the in-game. Let's see if the HUD's working. Fingers crossed I didn't break the HUD. I think we're good.
Are we?
I think we're good. I think
right.
everything's good. Let's cast. Cast,
Yeah.
John. Well, I make sure
Let's
we're
go.
good.
All right, cool. All right, heading into round number 1, Liquid up against the Gaimin Gladiators, and you see Liquid on CT side, Gaimin Gladiators T side, and it looks like Gaimin Gladiators just want to find some space towards top mid. That's where the bomb is headed. That's on George's back. 3 players on Liquid waiting on A. In fact, 4. B is very light in terms of presence. They do have an aggressive player on Cat. That said, if EliGE goes down here, it's a free path to the B site for the Gaimin Gladiators. George will get the opening frag. That's Nitro taken out. And EliGE comes back with 2. He is up to the task and more. 4v3 advantage here in the pistol round.
I may have discovered a slight issue here, John.
Oh, really?
I may have broken interactive caster on my end. Or interactive observer. We'll figure it out in a second here, folks.
Okay.
But we'll just get a little Darth Mike observing for now. You know, that's going to go well. oSee, nice shot. As he does, bomb down in mid. It has been retrieved, but in a 2v4, this could be a pretty tough situation for them to be in. We'll see if they can get a bomb plant out of this and recover. There's no one towards B, but they have to get past Cat, and that's the big issue. cynic has dropped off of the catwalk, and now he'll have to go back to retrieve the bomb. So he's lost the advantage of the positioning. He's lost the chance to dash on through for a plant. Instead, he's going to take the fights, and meanwhile, oh, look at this. He's being flanked out. He's being flanked out top mid. A little bit of nifty maneuvering here from cynic, but he is just going to try and get these kills. Try and get this round win. Let's see if he can pull it off. A little hop, a little skip, a little jump, a little fast cat. Action. But he should be dead to chair. And he's dead to chair.
Well, a good effort and a good opener there by the Gaimin Gladiators, but once they start challenging towards Cat, it's EliGE to get that 2K, and in the end, 3 on the round, and help secure that round victory for Liquid. And I mean, EliGE is the player that we're going to keep our eyes on, of course, for the majority of this, because he is their top frag here in the last month. 436 frags, plus 64 kill to death differential, and also has an 87.5 ADR. Also, 28 3-kill plus rounds, Mike. 8 of those 4Ks and 2 of them aces. So, EliGE has been performing at a high level for quite some time and continues to do so here. Smoke going to get thrown in front of Jaspim towards Palace. 3 players waiting with for the Gaimin Gladiators. 1 towards Ramp. And they are just on what appears to be a 4-spy here. 3 Tech 9s, 2 Deagles. A few smokes and flashes to work with. They're going to try and overload Liquid, but Liquid have already upgraded to the A1Ss, not going for the MP9 buy-up here to try and farm the money. They want the rifles out as soon as possible. Here come the Gaimin Gladiators. They try to get the bomb on site quickly, but they go down in a heap. Only 1 frag to their name, and now it's all up to Jaspim, who is just going to get 1 on NAF with the Deagle, but you have to imagine his luck is going to run out unless he gets a rifle in his hands quickly, and he won't. oSee is going to get that final frag, and that will mean Liquid take the 2-0 lead.
oSee stacking some numbers early on here. Got the 4-0. Always nice to do. 186 ADR. Yeah, it's just pistol rounds. But, you know, it's always nice when you big up a guy in the pregame and then instantly does well. It's always kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
It's always kind of cool.
Oh yeah, oSee's good too. Also EliGE, yeah. oSee at plus 92 kill to death differential over the last month. That leads the team, and it makes sense because the op is usually saving, so kill to death differential being higher for him is logical. But 1.30 KDR as a result, and 28 3-kill plus rounds as well for oSee, 6 of them 4Ks. Let's see if he continues his hot performance throughout this match, as Mike mentioned. Still early on here. 3rd round of play. Nap is going to take down bwills, and Gaimin Gladiators forcing in the previous round are going to be on a pistol save here. Banjo. Am I going to call him Banjo, Mike?
You can call him Carson. You can call him Carson. Carson, of course, auto-muted for his notable sunny disposition. Recently banned from FPL for said sunny disposition, among other things. And auto-muted by Valve for reasons that are probably obvious.
God. Yeah, I saw that. What happened to him in FPL. And the thing is, George was also reprimanded for some less than desirable behavior in FPL. And I don't know. George had some remorse, right? He was saying, oh, I feel kind of bad about that. Carson, not so much. So I don't know.
Carson was Carson. It's okay.
Yes, exactly.
We don't need to get into the specifics here. Tigers
No, of course not.
don't change their stripes all the time. Nice kill top mid from oSee. Little opping action here early on from the connector. Going to be challenged, but he's just sticking around. Drop another smoke for him. Player coming up the underpass could make this dangerous. He's looking towards chair as well, but oSee's still going to get his. He just sticks around. He never actually got pressured off the angle. Just a little bit of faint spam was not enough to chase him out. And now, 2 players down. Gaimin Gladiators are looking rough in this one. Nice peek from EliGE. It's an early kill through. George will trade it, but it may just be too little too late. No, George.
Ooh.
Making noise. Couple big kills here. He's looking for the third as well, but it's oSee with the pistol to get her done. Oh, falls to Cynic. One-man army, and he cannot get it done against the Bastion that is shocked on B site. It's going to be another round for Team Liquid, and that one's a nice collection.
Yeah, Gaimin Gladiators going to be back onto the buy up here. Likely going to invest around the AK that Carson... Oh, no. Just the Hero AK purchased by Carson, 3 Tech 9s, and the Deagle. Even though they had money to invest a little more heavily, they want to try and make it work with the pistols here. I hope that that AK in Carson's hand will do the work. Carson, of course, is, regardless of all the other comments we said about him, he's a very good player. And that's something that goes without saying. 487 frags over the last month, plus 60 kill to death differential, and 78.1 ADR. Certainly someone you can rely on to do some damage. And
oh no, Nitro! He whiffed his smoke! Oh, Nitro! Gotta right-click that, bud. Gotta right-click it a little bit too far. That one bounces wide. And he'll lose his life. He'll burn up. Which is what happens with nitrous fuel when you set it on fire. Nice start for Gaimin, though. Look at this, John. We've got a 2-man advantage. They got some site control. oSee's going to try and bring it back to Bear, but he's not connecting just yet.
Uh-oh.
At some point, he might have to back off. Now he's alone. He's alone. They got everything. They're planting the bomb on him. They're hitting him shots. I just realized I don't have X-ray on and haven't had it on this entire time. Oh, and apparently I don't have it bound either. Well, that's fun.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Why don't you go ahead and bind that, Mike?
Hold on. We're gonna get back here in a second. We're just gonna flash to our faces for a quick sec, and then we'll be right back. Oh, hang on, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Alright. Everything's good.
It's all good.
Everything's good. Everything's fine.
Are we in game? Yeah.
It's all fine. We're in game. We're back
We're
in game.
good.
Everything's
Okay.
fine, John. Everything's fine.
Good.
Don't worry.
It's not fine.
Totally didn't break all my binds. Don't worry. Fine.
We're good. I don't know how fine it is for Liquid having lost that previous round against what the Gaimin Gladiators had only 1 AK and went for pistols, and it worked out for them. That means their economy's in fantastic shape, and they bring the guns on over from that previous round they picked up off the ground. Now, Liquid did get the opener here, but that's a great job by Carson, waiting for the peak to come in from window, and it's a 4v3 in favor of the Gaimin Gladiators. Now, more space opened up even as Cynics takes down Shocks on that B site. Liquid, 2 on A. Naf has the scout and Nitro on the Deagle. They don't really have to save, so they can hunt a little bit, but it might not hurt to bring maybe the scout into that next round. That said, it looks like Nitro's going to full-on rotate, trying to get the flank here onto the players in the apartments, but the Gaimin Gladiator is going to have the bomb planted long before he gets anywhere close.
So there we go. Gaimin Gladiators on the board in a big way. Save having to come through here realistically. Even though it's not ideal weaponry for now, still no sense throwing that away. Ooh, and Nitro loses the rifle. That's not good. That was the valuable piece here. Now, Naf not going to have much at all to work with. Not going to have much at all indeed. So, not a great start for Liquid once the rifles come out. They've got plenty of cash to invest into the next round, right, John? There's not going to be major deprivations here, but starting to see some noise come through.
It is something here for the Gaimin Gladiators, to their credit, as they pick up a second round, but Liquid will have enough to invest here, and the scout gets dropped on the ground. Not sure if anyone's going to opt to pick that up, and, well, doesn't appear to be the case. They're just going to throw that down. 4 A1Ss, and the AWP going to be purchased up by oSee as we head into round number 7. But, I mean, it wasn't like we expected the Gaimin Gladiators to completely fold up against Liquid. As mentioned, they are a very strong, talented team, but it's just that Liquid, right now, from what we've seen recently, are playing on another level. Nap going to be peeking on through from Connector. And then he backs off to hold this A site, which will be the hit again for the Gaimin Gladiators. They got the utility thrown here, 1 for stairs, but nothing for jungle. So that leaves Naf free and clear to fire away. Flashbang is thrown, so he's full flashed as his teammate goes down. Clean trade there from the Gaimin Gladiators, as now they're going to throw that smoke for jungle and isolate the Liquid players on the outside. Naf still has a gap here to work with, and now that stair smoke is going to fade away, so he can pop up and have a peek towards the site, but the bomb hasn't been planted yet. In fact, that's the cross on over. Jasmine gets an important one on EliGE. That opens up a ton of space towards CT, and oSee has to be cautious now because he's at half health, waiting for the push to come his way, and in fact, doesn't necessarily have the angle just yet.
Yeah, with this setup, there's not really a whole lot he should be able to do to regress. The question is, does he even poke around the corner, right? There's flashbang. They run boost it. That's spicy. All right. Naf trying to clean it up. That's certainly one approach to taking that fight with an AWPer. And now in a 2-on-2. Potentially recoverable, but they got to go quick if they're going to do it. The look in from Shox. They want to just get away. They don't have the time for it, and they're backing off. Shox loses his life. Can't duck and cover. And, oh, Naf is at risk. 1 shot hit, but he doesn't expect the second. That's going to be the cleanup from Gaimin Gladiators.
Mike, sorry. I was trolling in the chat and I told you to fix X-ray, and everyone was tagging me saying he's going to fix it. So they didn't realize how much you.
Darn it, John. Why you gotta be such a troll?
Either way, Gaimin Gladiators are doing anything but trolling here. They are bringing it to Liquid. 3rd round on the board, and Liquid are forced onto the pistol again. One thing I was surprised about is that Liquid were chasing a little bit with that op at the end. Better to bring it back into this round and at least drop it into oSee's hands and hope for something, but instead, well, they make it a little expensive for the Gaimin Gladiators. Not sure how much it's going to matter. Shox gets the opener here on George, and Jasmine trades it out immediately, but the B site's already taken. It is a good flank from EliGE.
Ah, too late. So close. So close. He could still get Sim. Is anyone looking for it? Now bwills hops. Now they know. The jig is up. The jig is up. Maybe half a second faster on that. And it could have been something. Could have been spicy. John, the Darth Mike Observer, is it's struggling. I'm struggling here.
You're on the struggle bus.
I'm majorly on the struggle bus.
Well, Nitro's going to manage to connect on one there. Jasmine goes down. Carson does get a trade back, but look at the damage Liquid are doing on the outside here. They're preventing Gaimin Gladiators from leaving the site, and they might both die to the bomb here. oSee, okay, no, bwills does manage to evade it, but still, only 1 player survives for the Gaimin Gladiators over the last 2 rounds. But thing is, T-side economy is pretty easy to keep rolling, and what's helped the Gaimin Gladiators keep that economy high is, of course, that round would go back all the way when they were down 4-1, I believe it was, and they just went for pistols and an AK, and that's the round that put them on this run to a tie here, 4-4.
Jump, hop, skip, and a jump here for EliGE. Getting towards ladder room early, but it's going to be pressure on towards Shox. Looks like a heavy apartment lean initially. Actually, never mind. I'll take some top mid control. There is the apartment lean here, but if he goes for the jump, he might just be punished by Cynic. A little bit of a chunky nade. A little bit of a chunky nade on through. But at least for now, no bloodshed. Smoke's going to block EliGE's vision. Mid control has been firmly grasped by the Gaimin Gladiators. They've got a lot of space here. This double ramp setup from Team Liquid could wind up costing them just because they're so focused in on it. for so very long.
Nade's going to connect on EliGE, but EliGE recovers immediately and takes down George. That's what Liquid were looking for, an opening frag. Haven't had it for a little while.
They're up cat now. They're in the ladder. Does he predict this? They're already through. This is big in terms of positioning. Carson's got a lot of space. What can he do with it? Can he punish EliGE? Nope. EliGE slipped away, John. He's out. He's gone.
Gone right to that B site. So Carson won't have any prey to feast on just yet. The Gaimin Gladiators have a lot of control. In fact, all the control they could wish for in mid. One player could sneak through that A ramp. We'll see if Nitro's up to the task here. oSee scoping around. There are a couple of frags that came through, but it is going to be oSee taking down Cynic, gaining the 2-man advantage. Now it's a 3-man advantage as bwills falls and only Carson left standing. The one player we had our eye on to take down EliGE early on, but he just could not get the timing right. And now, well, Liquid's going to take the round on time.
They know exactly where he is. He's pressed into a corner. There really should be no escape. And yeah, he's just going to let that time expire. Obviously, there's plenty of cash available, so it's not really an issue that he keeps his kit up. Lost bonus wouldn't have been nearly as nice as what he saved on through. And there's not an issue in terms of getting utility. So, Liquid do find a round when they need it, right? They keep themselves in the lead. And they find a round with enough players healthy that they can start to build a little bit of cash. Oh, look, they're bank here. A little bit of something, something, something. But, still need to do a whole lot more. Early spam from Nap. Connect just a teensy little bit, and it's oSee to find the first kill. They're trying to pressure him, but he just sticks around. He might feel the lick of the flames, but he just doesn't care because he's a man who's used to the heat. Nice shot. bwills still working his way in. His teammates aren't with him just yet. We've talked about it, what he could do as an entry, but an entry only works if there's players behind you, and right now, it's just bwills. No one's come out with him. He's trying to make the solo play, and, well, he will find one. That's not enough. It's a shutdown round, and it's all over, and it's all Team Liquid.
Wow, that was fast, and oSee has jumped to the top of the scoreboard here, 12-5. Even though he does lose the op, he will be able to reinvest into it, or actually choose for the rifle. And one thing about oSee that's really fantastic is he's not just an opper and that's it. He's a fantastic rifler and has been throughout his career. It's just one of those rare treats that you get in terms of talent. So he does not have to rely on the big green in order to find success. Gaimin Gladiators trying to get back into this one once more. This time it's got the hero. They've got the hero AK once more, Mike, but a little less in terms of pistols. The Deagle does do work though. Yeah, George finds the headshot on Naf. Yeah, and I mean that opens up a little bit of space, but they still got to work their way in. And oSee's waiting here, as mentioned, very solid with those rifles. There's 1, 2, and a third. As George is the last one standing, only 4 HP and no longer. oSee with the 4K.
Well, oSee peek. Little OCP. Can anyone pick up the op and drop it over to him? EliGE can indeed. Do they want to just stick out the rifles? There's an instant reinvestment coming through from Naf. Is oSee going to get the op? Yes. Yes, he will. Ooh. Purchase does come through here. It's an interesting one, right? Because there is a certain logic right, with how quickly Gaimin Gladiators like to play at times to actually sticking on those rifles. And oSee is a guy who we know will do that sometimes. Will just opt to go to the rifles if it's a faster style of play, if he's not feeling like the op suits him best. Now that's not the case. Oh, that nade is tricky. It's Nap who gets the kill. Almost looked like the nade was going to do it. So this is becoming a little bit of a murder field for the Gaimin Gladiators. They're dropping bodies here in towards mid. EliGE finds another one. Well, I'm still stuck out here. This engagement requirements is huge, but shocked. He's not fast enough for it. He had the information, but Carson just clears him. Now it's pressure on. Carson continuing to pressure in towards the site. He expect to clear in market. He does. Oh, huge play from Carson. And he might just get another, but the problem is, John, they don't
have a bomb. Yep. EliGE just found a frag from Cat towards bench, or towards chair, excuse me. And that was the bomb carrier. Bit of blunder by the Gaimin Gladiators, and now 52 seconds left. There's still time, and EliGE is down to 7 HP, but it's not much of a better situation on the Gaimin Gladiators. You got an op in bwills' hands and Carson at 48, so We'll see how well this goes. Great position for EliGE in ladder room here. He gets the headshot on an unsuspecting Carson, and bwills now stranded and alone. Can't do anything either. EliGE the 4K this time, and Liquid have taken the half now with that 8th round victory.
Nice little bit of maneuvering. That was a critical kill as well. That was a critical round, right? Now you've got the 8. Now you've got the half. The perhaps early struggles. I think it's even a little dramatic to say struggles.
Yeah.
Like, just the early game and showing that they can hang has sort of been quieted down here. You've run 4 in a row. If you're Liquid, your money is built back up to a certain degree. You got Gaimin on their back. They're gonna try and rock out with the 10-9s right here. It's a massacre. Looked like a moment they might have something going on, but a good flashbang just blinds them all up and knocks them all down. Now pressure into the site. Nitro's at least going to be good for 1, and that should probably be enough. The cavalry can get here. His teammates can rotate in. The question is, can Carson do anything more? He can, but not enough. It's all into Jazz Pimp now, and, well, he's got a Glock. So, good luck, Jazz Pimp. EliGE, recognizing he has a Glock, is going to hunt this in, and despite connecting a burst fire, all right, Jazz, it's not enough to get the kill.
Burst fire is not what it once was, Jazz Pimp, unfortunately.
It's still pretty meaty when someone's not expecting it around a corner.
Yeah, for sure. I remember, though, in 1.6, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Glock burst fire was crazy. I'm not sure about Source, but definitely I remember 1.6 having some crazy stuff come through with that Glock. Now it's just a bit of a pea shooter. Still, like you said, I mean, that did give half health of damage.
He gets away. oSee missed the fast cat, got blinded up, got caught on geometry in mid, but gets away completely unpunished. So it's a no harm, no foul, other than maybe him feeling a little silly. Still, the kill has come through onto Shox. They've left Shox as a solo B player a lot, and Gaimin Gladiators have gotten the better of him a few rounds now, but they're not in position to capitalize, right? It's still just Cynic here, and the rotation has come in from Team Liquid, so they've got Special, but now they don't even have Cynic. Big sorrow.
Yep, that's a good trade coming through from Liquid. Jazz Pimp is going to come and help with mid control here for the Gaimin Gladiators. And I think they're just going to come up through connector. Yeah, they are, but Naf spots them out. They don't clear Cat, and Carson goes down. Naf gets a second before finally getting traded out, but it's too little too late. EliGE finds the last 2, and that will be that. Liquid take a 10-4 lead. That's their 6th round victory in a row, and look at that scoreboard. It has exploded for EliGE and oSee, both at the top, as you would expect, with 17 frags apiece.
7, and the same number of deaths too, but EliGE does have more ADR.
Yep.
He has 11 more ADR. All right, so EliGE is winning the race right now.
That's normal.
Yeah, I mean, he's a rifler, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, if we're trying to separate these two absolute studs at the top of the board, that's the only statistic that separates them right now. I could look at their utility damage. Effective flashes, enemies flash. Let's see. Carson has worked his way in. Oh, they read it. Molly in. Is anyone going to be there to punish? He has to burn a smoke to do so. Look at this from EliGE. The confidence is flowing. Oh, EliGE with 3 shuts them all down. Showing why. He's got that ridiculous stat line, and oSee has to go chasing for a kill to get one more. He's like, no fair. You got the chance at the 3K as we hit the halftime break. Really nicely done there. Should we pull up our cams? We can pull up our cams. We can do this like we're a real production here. All right. Hold on. All right. Okay. There we go. There we go. You might hear a little bit of game noise in the background, but I'm not going to mute it because I'm not sure how quickly we're going on the breaks on these just yet, folks. Thanks for bearing with us. All right, John, there was a moment, right, where Gaimin looked like they were going to be able to hang when they ran those 4 rounds in the early gun round exchanges, and then Team Liquid found one, and it was like, oh yeah, we can just crush them, and crush them.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look, maybe there was a little bit of an underestimation from Liquid as to what the Gaimin Gladiators could bring to the table. Perhaps oSee gave them a briefing because he played them in the past, right? But the rest of them have not played this type of squad ever. Well, I don't want to say ever, but it's been a long time since they've gone up against players of the caliber of a Gaimin Gladiator. So for me, it's just Yeah, kind of expected once they adjust and realize, oh, these guys can shoot. Let's tighten things up, and then Liquid tightened things up in a big way. 7 round victories in a row, and just did not look like they were fussed at all.
Yeah. I mean, towards the end there as well, they're chasing the kills, they're chasing the frags,
Yeah.
right? Like you got oSee and EliGE basically having a little bit of a pissing contest to see who could be higher on the numbers. EliGE is just pushing top mid, knows the player's tucked into the corner, throws a molly to chase him out, and goes to kill his teammates at the same time. Like that's just real confident play coming through, and I expect that to translate here in the second half. This is one of those situations where maybe it's not quite a must-win pistol, but it's one of those where if you don't break Liquid's confidence early in this half, they are just going to run over this and move us on to Vertigo lickety split. And frankly, that's what I'm expecting here. So yeah. Do we want to check chat? Let's see what's being said in the
what's
chat here.
chat saying?
There are some teams that do love to type sometimes. No, it's actually pretty casual. Pretty casual.
I
They're
think
just talking about server commands. Nothing interesting, folks.
yeah.
Sideline reporter doesn't report anything back. All right, so has any of this surprised you here, John?
Not so much. Not so much. I mean, I was expecting a little bit of a fight from the Gaimin Gladiators, but for me, it should have been from the beginning. You know, the way Liquid has been playing lately just indicates that they are about to reach a level that the Gaimin Gladiators, at their current form, shouldn't be able to touch. You know, so no, nothing too surprising.
Hold on, folks. Checking a tech thing. Talk to the stream a little bit longer here, John.
Sure. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, no. I mean, like the stats for the Game Gladiators, if you look at them playing in ECL, they're always a team that's threatening. I think part of the issue for them has been both attitude and lack of commitment to practice, right? Recently, they did start to practice a lot more and focus on scrims. I think that's a result of some of the roster being shifted around. You know, Zodic was replaced. I think CJ and Tropical as well ended up going to the sidelines. So now they have what I would consider a more serious roster. So hopefully that will help them progress forward because they have stagnated a little bit. And I mean, stagnating at 5-2 in ECL isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you know, I'd like to see them perform to their full potential, which, given the talent that they have, is quite high. Anyway, looks like we're going to get started here with this second half of action, and Liquid have a sizable lead. Let's see if the Gaimin Gladiators can pick up a pistol round and try to grab 2 rounds back.
Uh-oh. Someone's in
uh-oh.
mobile in spawn. Someone's in mobile in spawn.
Uh-oh.
So I don't think it's happening yet, folks.
It is not.
We
Okay.
baited you. We baited you. Should I pull back up?
We can look at
back
these
up our cams.
beautiful gloves. Oh,
Our
okay.
comms it back up. We saw the gloves. We've seen the gloves.
Okay, fair enough.
They're nice gloves. They're nice gloves. They got the swag.
Alrighty. Looks like we're good now, though, Mike.
Ah! All right.
Yes.
Just a little reset.
Yes.
Should be all good.
We're good
Apparently
now.
someone's internet died,
Oh, good.
but I think it should be back real
That's always
quick.
good.
But that's why it happened. Fingers crossed that that's not an issue.
Well, we still got a pause coming through, so we'll see.
Dude, I'm stressing right now, trying not to accidentally leak console. Production is hard, folks. Let's just talk about this.
Oh, yeah.
Right? This is not something I do very often. I talk. I'm good at that. Production is hard. And you should always give credit to the producers, to the admins, to the observers, to all of the people behind the scenes who make the show look so good. This stuff is not easy. It is so much more stressful than anything that I do from my perspective.
Yeah.
So just this is a good moment to say thanks to your local producers. Say thanks to your local observer, your in-game director, whatever you want, whatever role. The behind-the-scenes people are really what make these shows flow, what make these things go well, and they deserve a lot more credit than they get, John. They're not very visible positions.
Oh, yes, Mike. It's been a hot minute since I had to handle production.
Dude,
I mean, for both of us, right? I think this is the first time for you in a while that you've been doing production, but it's a lot. And I remember day in and day out, having to do production, observing, everything casting by ourselves, right, or by myself, and it's so much. You don't realize how much goes on behind the scenes, and when you have someone dedicated to it, it just makes the product that much better, right? So it just makes everything that much more amazing. So yes, go tell your producer and observer or whoever it might be that you love them.
We do love you. We do love
Yes.
you. If any of my very many producers are in chat right now, heart out. Heart out. Fortunately, it does seem like we're not getting our observer online just yet.
He'll be here. He will be here, Mike.
Might have to be next map thing. It's the kind of thing that folks that you have to do when there's a break. You can't do it while the server's live. It's a certain command that you have to set up to make sure that everything's funky when we're doing it remote like this. So just happens. Just happens, folks. So you'll have to put up with my observing for Mirage. Hopefully we'll get it all sorted out by Vertigo, and it'll all be a whole lot better. But in the meantime, forward all complaints to @JRT.
No.
That's TV spelled capital T, capital V, a little
It's,
E, little E.
Without... with 2 E. No, wait. Oh, shoot. Which one are you using?
DM him. He's our complaints
Don't do
department.
that.
Yeah, all complaints too. I'm just trying to get you followers, John. I don't understand what the issue is. Just trying to get you followers.
Yeah. Not the type I'd necessarily want, probably, but yeah, sure. Let's get those followers that are going.
Someone actually did slide into my DMs when the X-ray was off earlier to let me know.
Really?
Which I appreciate. That was Eris over from
Eris, hey.
from Strife. So appreciate that. I do, when I'm running the production here, do appreciate all of those. We're just waiting on this game to go back live, getting someone's internet sorted out, folks. So unfortunately, it does seem like it's going to be a couple of minutes. So we're going to take a break. We're going to take just a quick little break here, folks, and we'll be right back here in a flash.
Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night and never day. Even when I wash the floor, the dust still comes. Keep on hunting for the bread. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark. I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm. Far from calm, I know you feel me, brother. Seems like I can't get away from the hot sun. Always night, it's never day. Even when I watch the floor, the dust will come. Keep on hunting for the prey. No matter how lost, need no light, no spark. I'm in line mode. With my eyes closed, I can see in the dark. I'm a quiet storm. Far from calm, I know you feel me, brother.
folks, we're back. Game should be back live here. We should be good to go. Just had to get a little router restart from a little naffer. Little internet go whoopsie doosey. So should be going. Should be all good to go here, John.
Like some in the chat. JRT TV, stop talk, start game.
Start game, John. Why aren't you starting the game? It's all John's fault here. Remember, folks, any complaints, head to twitter.com/JRTTV. With two little e's on the end. That's going to be what you want to go to. All right, here's a quick play coming through. A little bit of a swing, a little bit of an aggro swing. Doesn't really work out for them here. bwills is forced back. Connection control has been lost, but look at this setup for the Gaimin Gladiators. They got 4 players here. Everybody's here, but they're also all dead. Everyone's dead. Well, they went for the stack, and the stack was dismantled.
Well, at least Carson's going to get a couple. Okay. Liquid doesn't have to chase too aggressively here because Carson is certainly up to the challenge. Yeah. Naf should be able to take care of this, assuming Carson doesn't fling around.
Here's my question, John. Does he get the knife? He goes through. oSee gets the kill. Could have been a knife. Carson didn't want that. Didn't want that action. Not about that action, boss. He's not that guy, pal.
He's not your buddy friend.
Hey, friend. I'm not your... Oh, I can't do it. I can't do the Terrence and Phillip anymore.
Could you do it at one point?
I mean, like, back when I haven't watched that in ages for that show. So, you know, not up on the South Park. So my Terrence and Phillip impression is rusty.
It's been a while. It's rare that a show runs as long as it has.
Right? Yeah, right? It's like that in The Simpsons.
Oh, it's crazy.
What are we doing here? All right, bwills has the 5.7. Maui's been going on and on about how the 5.7 is wicked OP right now, and I agree. The 5.7 is a great gun that's underutilized. I don't know why more players don't use it, but let's see if bwills can get a pop off with a 5.7. Well, he's not in position right now. The question is going to be, can this Eagle do anything? And the answer is a solid, resounding no siree. So now the 5.7 might have a chance, but it's going to be pretty tough to make this work. Bomb's going to go down. There's a rifle posted up on the angle. This one not looking very favorable for the Gaimin Gladiators. There's even EliGE just these guns going forward. Give you something to play with.
Yeah, keep the MP9. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There you go. There you go.
5.7 kill. That was definitely about the 5.7 and not the fact that Nap didn't clear it. Okay, good shot for oSee. Close up here. That's awkward. Tracking not so good, but EliGE eventually does find that kill. Just trying to find somebody through the smoke. Playing a game of Battleship here. And and he's making money! There's the third! All right. All is forgiven EliGE. He's got 23 kills and 7 deaths. oSee's caught up as well. They both got 23. I don't know how they're keeping pace so effectively. And they both increased their ADR from the last time we checked in. EliGE still has the lead. But he's only got 9 points ahead of oSee now. It was 11 points last we checked. And it's a race to the top.
It's pretty unbelievable, and it really has been the story of Liquid since oSee joined the squad. It's just been those two popping off with Naf in support. Naf, speaking of which, gets a quick 2K with the MAC-10, swinging around from a ramp, and, well, Gaimin Gladiators is just on a pistol buy up here, and EliGE is still going with that UMP, racks up another, and oSee will get the last two. Very quick round here, Mike.
oSee pulls into the lead. I think they were having a little bit of fun in that one. Obviously, you just hit the SCGs, you're just against pistols. They're going super aggressive on it. So, very nicely done here. 14-4. At least Gaimin will get something in a gun round, but it's either really do or die here. They're either going to get it on this one, or we're thinking vertical. And even if they do get it here, it's 14-4. Such a ridiculous lead.
There's too much
firepower
on Liquid.
They're just going for a B-rush. They're just going for a B-rush. He's past the Molotov. Nitro just wants to rock in. His teammates aren't with him, but did they get the audio cue? They should have. They should have. The rotations are a little bit slow here. Carson's on the site. Carson's going to need to do a lot, and he's being run down upon. He will get the first kill. SMG not enough here, and Shock drops the bomb, so this could actually get kind of awkward. It's messy. It's messy indeed. But George falters, and now there's a real chance for oSee to come back in the clutch. Snaps across, but not quite on target. And Cynic will be able to punish. So the Gaimin Gladiators live to fight another day.
Yeah, perhaps a little bit overzealous on Liquid's part, but again, you can't blame them. Things have been so strong for them. They thought, okay, let's just go straight to the B site and try to make it work. And, well, that time the Gaimin Gladiators had an answer. We'll see if that's the case here, as it's going to be 4 AKs and the opt-out for Liquid versus Gaimin Gladiators. So have that AK from the previous round, MP9, and 3 A1Ss. Look at the aggression here from Gaimin Gladiators. 2 players going to underpass already. That's George and Carson. And it will give them a lot of information should they come up before Nitro has a chance to take them down, and they will. He has, oh, Nitro still gets it. George looked away. He was looking towards B apartments and goes down. Luckily, Carson's there for the trade.
Big T-Tours moment.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
It's okay.
It happens.
I forgive you.
Look, if... oh, nice kill from EliGE. Gets his way into ladder. I was going to say, if Prius can be as simple as 1v2 on Cash, I can miss that layup underpass. Shoutouts to DJ. Ooh, they're trying to rustle EliGE out of here. They are really focused on rustling EliGE out of this position, but it's EliGE, right? So they're giving him the respect he deserves. This is going to be interesting. There's almost a micro fight going on here where they have to deal with this before they do anything else, but they're actually not going to pinch in. They're going to give him that respect, and bwills is eventually going to go in for the clear as he tried to gain some extra ground. The bomb is going to be planted on A. There's not much that can be done about that. Finally, Smoke does go in to confirm it. Taking time with getting this. That's a nice flash. Naf nearly gets the kill regardless, but it's all going to be on to oSee. He's already got 27 kills. This would be the 30 bomb if he could find the 3 here. They're all coming from the same side. He's got the first. And that was one of the healthy players as well. bwills is low. bwills is low. He's going to try an entry. bwills down, but the transfer is not good. Cynic baits his unhealthy teammates to get that kill. That's the way to play it, right? bwills the entry. Cynic the trade. Nicely done. Nicely set up. Gaimin hang on. 29 kills for oSee.
Oh, I thought oSee had that. I honestly did. Once he gets the first one, usually hits a rhythm, but that time, a good trade, a very good one coming from the Gaimin Gladiators, ensuring that that first frag was not going to waste it, and Cynic with a great shot as well. So, 6th round on the board for the Gaimin Gladiators, and money is starting to run out for Liquid. Certainly have plenty of rounds to maneuver with. It's going to be 4 AKs and the MAC-10 on their side. Cynic tossing a smoke right out into connector. And Liquid appear to be trying to get that mid-control. I'm not sure.
No, he backed off. It almost looked like he was just going to swing it. That would have been bold, especially without any window presence to really play off you, or catwalk presence. So they don't do it. He's just going to set up in towards connector instead, try and play off of Cynic, presumably.
Sorry, Mike. Again, there's a lot of aggression coming through from the Gaimin Gladiators. This time it's towards the B apartments. So they really want to try and get as much information as possible early in these rounds.
And they're coming towards him. They're coming towards him now. This is going to be Carson. Up in this forward spot. Classic Carson type move, taking that aggressive play. Jox is ready for it. Oh, he reads it. He has the expectation. George can't get out the window either. So now those players have been punished, and they've got mid-control, so rotations are going to be tricky here. The site's been lost. This one could be devastating. And the question is, at this point, in a 2v5, do you even want to go for it? Money's not good for Gaimin. They're going to be fighting against overtime, and they're going to try and withdraw. But already on the prowl, already on the hunt, you got Nitro on the flank, Nitro on the periphery. He's trying to come on in, trying to get the backstab, trying to make sure they can't take anything into the next round. Pressure is on here.
Yeah. Liquid is hunting big time, and well, bwill's going to get one. Cynic another one, but there's Shocks to at least take the op down. But the thing is, bwill survives. Let's see if EliGE has what it takes to find this last frag and make sure that bwills can't bring the op on forward. And yep, bwill swings around the wrong side, and EliGE gets the easy backstab headshot. 15-6 in favor of Liquid. They have 9 opportunities to close this map out and send us on over to Vertigo. And looking at the economy for the Gaimin Gladiators here, it could be right in this round.
Yeah, all right, now here's the critical thing to watch in this round. EliGE, 28 kills. oSee, 29 kills. Who's going to end with the 30 bomb? Or will both crest this? Critical detail here. Just a little hop, skip, and a jump. The fast cat attempted. The fast cat does succeed, but he's been spotted. And there's the swing. Shox takes that one. And 1 kill off the board. Not too many left to find those 30. And look at this push. Look at this aggressive push coming through from George. He's all the way back in, but Naf is looking for it, and Naf does punish. A little bit readable Gaimin as perhaps the panic setting in, and they feel like they have to make a play. Carson's sitting back, though. He's just got a dig. He's just got a dig. Nearly gets the spell wrong on that one. EliGE looking for the fight. EliGE looking for the hunt. oSee with him. This is a deadly duo indeed. EliGE finds one. Now both at 29 kills. Only one player remains. Only one of them can have a 30 bomb. And oSee is occupied planting the bomb. So now the race is on. The race, the challenge, being shot in the back, and oSee will find it. EliGE sacrificing himself for his teammate to get the kill. That's the kind of selfless play you love to see. That's what you love to see going through here, John. And that is going to be map number 1 for Team Liquid. Very handily done. I mean, really, they dominated all the way through.